2020 has been such a challenging year. The pandemic and its lockdowns across the world have certainly all had a tremendous impact on all our lives, our families and our mental health. There does seem to be a light at the end of the tunnel though, as there always is a beginning and an end to all things. And this year's Winter Solstice 2020 on the 21st of December marks the beginning of a new cycle for us all. We are in a period of endings and beginnings, and this long strange year is ending. And also a 20-year cycle which began in 2000 will end on Winter Solstice. This new cycle brings hope, rebirth, and wholeness, and a whole new energy to our world for us all to embrace, to recharge. I've always liked to put an end to an old year and put it to rest, writing down all the great things that have happened and the fruits of an entire year spent. As well as the things that haven't been so good, the things that failed, the disappointments, struggles and frustrations, or any upsets and sadness. Then I love to let it all go with the wind. Start afresh with an early crisp morning in January. And I always spot the early morning hunts across the untouched British countryside, which always makes me feel there are certain things that never change. And there is still, no matter what, always a continuum in life, which is actually very comforting. So my questions to myself at the beginning of every new year are, what are going to be my motivations for the next year in order to stay happy and balanced, true to myself and to others? Well, following my gut and what feels right, trusting my intuition and listening to my voice within is always my first starting point. After a nice long walk, we like to come home, and making some mulled wine is really something myself and Mark really love to do. Now, it's something that a lot of people here in the UK really love to do at this time of year too. And I do leave it to Mark because he's so good at making it, and I just love the way he does it. He puts all his spices, he adds a bit of brandy in there, and to be honest, I'm not sure quite what else he puts in there, but I will put it on the link below for you. We just love to kick back after a nice day out and just enjoy sitting together, snuggling up and being cozy next to the Christmas tree. Now, I do love period dramas and I love my history, and history is one of my favourite pastimes, and just reading about the Tudor period. And at the moment I'm reading Blood and Roses. So Blood and Roses, it's a gripping biography of the Paston family set against the turbulent background of the Wars of the Roses by Helen Castor, author also of She-Wolves and Joan of Arc. And the War of the Roses is based between 1455 and 1485, where there was the four kings who lost their thrones, and there was a terrible battlefield where noblemen lost their lives, and thousands of men who followed them met also violent deaths. It was a very unstable, quite scary time. Nobody was safe at all. It's just a brilliantly written book. I absolutely am so engrossed in this book. It is the best thing to read at the moment. I love it. So I will leave it on the links below, and I would recommend it to anybody who loves history. The winter solstice is just under 12 days away, and I really wish you all a very, very happy winter solstice, and have all a wonderful festive time.